Hello, welcome to the next tutorial. In this one, I'm going to be creating the background for my poster, which, thinking back to the visualization diagram, there it is. I wanted that to be a gradient from black to blue, and I wanted there to be stars so that it looks like the nighttime. So how do we do that? Well, the background is just another object, really. So I'm going to draw a rectangle that covers the entire page. So I'm going to start right up here. What I could do is, do you know what? I'm going to do something which I recommend you do as well. I'm going to click on the View menu at the top, and I'm going to go to Snapping Manager, and I'm going to enable snapping. And that is useful because it means that it's easier to align things. So just by doing that, it will mean that now when I hover over the edge of the bleed, it gives me those guidelines, the green and the red line there, to confirm to me that I am actually in that corner. So that's a useful thing to turn on. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Now, this is randomly a yellow rectangle, but that's just because that's the last color that I chose for anything. But this being a vector drawing program, it doesn't matter what color it is, because I can just click here and make it any color that I want to. Now, what I want for this rectangle is what's called a gradient, i.e. I want to fade from one color to another. So I'm going to go to this little chap here called the fill tool. And the fill tool, if I click on it, enables me to create a gradient. Now, the best way to do that is to hold down Shift, and that will lock the gradient so that it goes straight down at 90 degrees. Is that 90 degrees? Yes, that's 90 degrees. So I'm going to drag it all the way down to the bottom of the page. And if I click here, it's showing me the gradient. But in fact, this is the wrong way around. So this is actually where I want the black to be. So I'm going to click here and choose black. Oh, I like that already. And here I'm going to, well, do I need to do anything? That's a great blue. I randomly picked a pretty nice blue there. Maybe just a little bit lighter. Yeah, like that. Now you can see that the rectangle is over the top of everything, and I want it to be behind everything that I've done. So I'm going to drag this in the layers panel down to here. Yeah, that's looking good. I like that a lot. And now looking at that now, I'm starting to think maybe the green is a little bit bright. So I might just change that while I'm here and just move that closer to black. Maybe around about there. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So how do we do the stars? Well, let's find some first. So I'm just going to come back into Google, and I'm going to type stars. Stars. And I want just the right amount of stars, and I'm going to click on Tools and then Size and Large to make sure I've got a nice big image, and then I'm going to choose the most appropriate stars. I want something that's close to being on black, because that's going to make it easy to do the next task. That's good. Now that's telling me that that's a 1080 by 1920. That's so 1080p essentially. I'm going to have that. Thanks, Google. Of course, if you're doing coursework, don't just take things from Google. Take them from something like what's it called? Pixabay. Use Pixabay. But I'm going to take this for now. This will work on a PC or on a Mac. If you're on a PC, it will go to, where will it go? Well, it go to wherever you tell it to go. So put it somewhere where you can find it. Oh, look, I like that one as well. I love that. Oh, I kind of want that one now. I'm going to have that one. I've changed my mind. Those are the stars I want. Right. So so that's been saved onto the desktop. So I'm going to click on my place image tool. Click, and then it was stars 2, and that's on the desktop. That's in the way. And click on open, and then if you remember, we have to drag that so that it's big enough to cover. Yeah, that'll do. Now, firstly, that needs to be directly on top of the background, so I'm going to drag this down to there. But what's actually happened is that's completely covered my nice colors that I chose. So we're back to layer styles, and this time we want this layer style to lighten, and what that will mean is that the stars will still be visible, but anything that isn't lighter than the background will become invisible. So if I click on lighten, look what we got. We got some stars over the colors that I created. And I think it's maybe just a little bit bright as well, so I might just lower the opacity of those stars, just bring them down just ever so slightly, like that, just so they're not quite as in your face. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we've learned a new thing there about layer styles and what you can do with them. You can do pretty amazing things with layer styles. In the next tutorial, I'm going to talk about text. That's exciting, isn't it? See you in the next one. Bye.